Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Humor and Healing. We already started without you. How's it going, Irvin? How's it going, Gabby? Babe, how's it going? Hey. So, any new stuff this weekend before we get started, Irvin?
I can say I had another solid week so far.
Solid week, no divorces.
No
Mm.
divorces. See,
I
like
think
not,
we should keep a track record, like a chart.
bro.
We should.
I think that's a great
I
idea.
think that is
honestly.
an amazing idea. That
I'm
we
gonna
can
start a
track.
track. I'm gonna start a
Okay,
chart for
stats.
you.
Like stats.
As
Like
of the time that you've got your license, we're just gonna start doing little like lines for a week.
And you gotta be honest about it. I mean, don't lie. Like, say today, man, I really dropped the ball today, man. I said some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring me
Sort
down
of
2
like,
points.
and then we'll have like a side for like no divorces and like divorces. You know.
Yeah. but what if it was like a successful divorce? Like that's what was supposed to happen.
Okay.
Well, that's what losers
We'll
say.
take it into
That's what
consideration.
losers say, and we're the
second place.
We
Let
don't
me
say-
cope, bro. Let me cope.
Listen, if you need to talk to someone, I know a great place. Weber.
There you go.
Weber Counseling.
Please hit us up.
Please hit us up. Yes. So everything good then?
So far, so good, man. I'm getting now that I have my license. I got the papers. I'm getting credentialed. I'm in the process of getting all that stuff done.
Nice.
So I'm getting more legit as we speak.
All right.
Wow.
Well, we're getting legit too. I don't know if you noticed, our podcast has gotten a lot more streamlined. I don't know if you noticed that everything's been uploaded every single time now. We figured that out.
Hopefully, by the time you hear this audio.
Yes, hopefully when you hear this audio. So stay tuned. Please share and let everybody know about this podcast. Listen, I know your husband's never going to go to therapy, but at least if he listens to this, we can at least convince him. You're not right, bro. You're not right.
Yeah, send us a message. We'll fight for you.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or send us your questions.
Yeah.
And if you want to be specific, girl, we'll say his name. If your name is Martin and you're a truck driver, listen up.
You're going up to 10 at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays.
Yeah, you work for Rite Aid. Yeah, you know we were talking about you.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
All right, so what do we have for today, Rocio?
We're on a roll. Oh, okay. Today it's going to be.
Wait,
what?
quick question. Because we're technically doing the podcast, do I call you Rocio? Because I usually call you babe.
I don't
what
know.
should
What
I
do you
call
want to
you?
call
Like,
me, homie?
We never
That
worked
was kind of
together.
weird when you call her Rocio.
Right?
Like,
Me too. I
It
felt
is weird.
I was
It
like,
is
who's
weird.
Rocio?
Yeah,
I was
Rocio.
like, babe?
Yeah, you can say babe, but
I'm still babe.
you're still babe, so I
Yeah,
still call you
if
babe
you
at
want.
work?
I would like that. At work. I mean,
Well, this is-
I'm always babe whether I'm working or not.
Damn.
you, boo.
All right.
Damn.
That's it. All
Are
right.
you boo
bars.
boo? Are you
Boundaries.
still boo
Boundaries,
No,
I like
boo
it.
boo.
Oh, who's boo?
Here you call me Richard.
boo?
Dang.
Richard.
Yeah. Boo boo later. All right. So,
All
what
right.
do we have, babe?
We have a great video today.
All right.
It's from a movie actually, and we're gonna take a quick look. And this one is actually posted by DK Dreaming Darkly, and it's an interesting point. So let's take a look.
He cheated on you with my friend! How could you stay with him?
I chose to stay with him for all the things that he had done right, and not to leave him for the one thing that he had done wrong. I chose to forgive him.
So it's a different perspective, right?
Her friends.
Forgiving the man that cheated on you with a friend. I mean, like, it is a movie, but it's a good point. It's a good point to. I know. Gabby's giving me the like stink eye.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
We have.
I can
Yeah.
cut
We've
it.
had this
I
conversation.
know we've had this conversation, but
Okay.
when is it okay for the woman to stay? Is that? I mean, is that an option? Let's go. Okay.
Let's ask an expert.
Yeah.
Let's ask an expert.
Yeah.
Expert.
Let's go with the expert first.
Look, it's really hard, man. If I'm being honest with you, whenever a couple comes in for infidelity, it's really hard for this reason. A lot of people make the mistake that once the cheating happens, they try to fix it and then go back to the relationship they had before. And one of the first things we have to tell them is if you decide to move forward, you have to understand you're never going to have the same relationship you had in the past. That's gone, that's dead. You have this new relationship and you have an opportunity to build on it, but that trust is going to be very different and it's not going to be the same. And that's where a lot of people mess up and they think they can continue to go hang out with their friends or do things how they used to. You lost all your trust with that person.
Yeah.
So depending on what they need to see from you, a lot of people may not be willing to sign up for it.
Ooh, Richard.
Oh. You girls don't want to
Boo.
take a credit at first?
I mean, no.
No? All right.
No, you go ahead.
Here we go. This is me. It's your life. Make the right decision for your life, not for what other people tell you what you need to do. Do you understand? Before you open up your mouth, before you make a decision, take a beat. Go, okay, what is my life? He just cheated on me. Where am I? Realistically, yeah, it looks nice and everybody's going to applaud me. Go ahead, girl, you left him, yeah. But none of them are there to pay your bills, and none of them are there to take care of your kid and be a father to that kid. Do you understand? It's easy for you to go and say, yeah, it's the right thing, and all your friends are going to support you. Girl, we got you. No, you don't, because the mortgage is coming, because that kid needs a father. It's easy for you to say it's over. Yeah, it's over. But no, it's not that easy. Look at your life, and if it's okay, if you have money, celebrities can get divorced anytime because they have money. When you have money, it's easy to get divorced. But when you don't, it's difficult. So it is a hard question to answer. And what I say is, whatever you need to do for your life, not what anybody else around you needs to do, whatever you need to do to survive, that's what you need to do.
Also,
Cheating or not. But what he said, the trust is gone.
yeah.
Forget about trust. I'm just saying, moving forward, what do I need to do that's best for my life?
Okay, are we gonna take a look at different
Everything.
factors? Are we gonna look at how many times they've cheated? If it's a one-time thing, I mean, what are we looking at here? Like everything? Is everything's
Listen, how much can you take? Because once you know he cheated, then get ready, girl. That's not where you want to be. Then start prepping yourself because you know that's coming back again. And if he hasn't changed, then get your ducks in a row and go, now I can move.
yeah.
I can't just act right now and do what I need to do now because it's because the other people want me to do it or other people tell me to leave him. No.
Yeah.
Strategically, I'm going to leave then. If this is not where I want to be, okay, what do I need to do for now till then to survive and get out of this situation? Now, if you're still there and he cheats over and over, then you're used to it. Relax.
Wow.
No.
It's just
No, it is
another
true.
Monday.
It
It's
is
just
true.
another Monday.
Relax. Come down. Stop telling people he cheats. If you're not going anywhere and you're
Yeah.
going to do anything about it, just stop telling
I
people
don't want
he
to hear
cheats.
it.
So just say,
God.
Yeah,
start
so-
calling it an open relationship.
Right.
Just so you don't
Girl,
swear.
just
That's
do
bad.
your
Right.
thing too. Do your thing too then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Call it an open relationship. Where do you think that came from?
Mm-hmm.
The girl didn't want to leave the guy, or the guy didn't want to leave the girl, and they said, let's call it an open relationship. That's why we don't feel bad when we do this.
That is a great point.
No, what do you mean? It is the
No,
reason.
I mean, that's great. I've never thought about it like that. I
Yes.
mean, you'll think that people think of open relationships as like an option, but really, was it?
No, because you can put somebody in a corner where they go, you know what, I can't help the situation. Okay, I don't want to be embarrassed. So if they do see it, they bring it up. Hey, we just have an agreement. That's what Will Smith did.
What you think, Gabby? She's still looking.
Okay, now that was my answer. Now what was yours?
No, I have like questions in my head.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like one of the questions is because you mentioned open relationship, the person who's doing the cheating and but he doesn't want to leave his wife. Does he like love her? Does he love her or him? You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is he in love with his wife? But
They're still in love with their partner.
you know, is in love with the other person too, or
That's another question. Can you still be in love with that person even though you cheat on them? That's another because there's so many reasons why a person cheats. If that's the reason why he cheats, but he still loves her, there's other reasons then. It's not that he doesn't love her, but still, it doesn't matter what he wants. Once again, I said, what's best for you? At this moment, this was done to you. They cheated on you. You decide.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, like
it.
don't wait on other people to make your decisions.
No,
for
this
you.
is you. What
Well,
do
you brought up a really good point when you were saying, don't listen to those friends that are
Yes.
telling you, "Oh, we got your back, girl. Yeah, you deserve it." Because at the end of the day, you should be like thinking for yourself,
Yeah.
getting advice actually maybe from another married woman, not somebody. Because these friends, they're probably single,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Or secretly, and this sounds sickening, but I know there's people out there
there's
that
haters.
just cherish these moments and
Oh
go,
yeah.
"See,
Yeah.
I told you they weren't
knew
gonna
it."
last.
right.
Oh, I see they were so perfect. Look at them now. Like they really enjoy your downfall. They really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
And it's sick.
It's true though.
It's
But-
sad.
But and that friend is gonna advise you, yeah, girl, do it. And just the cheese is so good.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The drama. Oh my God, I wonder how this is gonna unfold.
Yeah. Ooh.
Shoot, so that's what I'm saying. Don't do it for other people. Do it for you.
Yeah, like moral support is good and all. Thanks, friends. But like, I need money, honey.
Yeah.
I need to pay these bills, and you're not gonna help me pay the bills. And if I'm okay with moving forward for this one-time thing, then okay. And if I understand that it's not gonna be the same, and I understand that it's gonna change my relationship, and I'm good with it, well, shoot, so be it.
Or
It's-
to your point, you want to mend the relationship.
Or you just want a minute, yeah,
Like you still love him,
yeah.
right?
There's
I
still
mean,
love. If there's still
It's
love,
a no for me, but I support you whatever you want, Rocio.
okay, Irvin.
Noted.
Look, I always never say. Just kidding.
I never say
I
never.
never say
Bye.
never.
That's true.
I never say never, cause like, don't even try it though.
Well, I'll make his life complete heck.
Yeah.
No, but listen, can we agree that a woman will cheat mostly because it's an emotional connection and
Yeah,
they
mostly.
they make them feel good and that's why they cheated?
Yeah.
A man can literally just cheat because it was Wednesday and he was drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
so when you said, does he still love her? Absolutely. I think a man can separate that. I think a man can separate love
Mm.
and a relationship with his
And lust?
wife and lust and go, this is just lust.
Don't even try.
Hmm?
Okay.
Don't.
What?
Don't
You said you
even
can
try.
separate them.
You can sep-
No.
No, but it's true. Guys can they're more opportunistic when it comes to like cheating. It's never like this like long drawn out relationship or something like that. It's usually like he said. Although I will say if the woman cheats in that marriage or relationship, I'll be honest, man, 9 out of 10 times it's almost over every time. It really is. Like when the guy cheats, it's
Yeah.
way more likely to actually work out in counseling. But if the girl cheats, it never works.
You
And
think
that
it's because she already checked out months ago? And she
Uh-huh.
just-
yeah. Well, remember I told you I work with this young girl who was in a relationship head over heels in love with her boyfriend. And over the course of a year and a half, I saw her go from being completely in love to being frustrated to being neutral to hating him and criticizing him. A year and a half of her
Oh.
constantly bringing up things to change, her needs that aren't being met. And it wasn't a night or day thing. It happened over the course of a year and a half. I got to talk to her weekly, so I understood the process. And she eventually ended up being unfaithful in the relationship. And that's because she got to the point where she was checked out and she actively disliked or hated the boyfriend. And a new guy came in, was giving her attention, and it was a slow process.
Do you think she disliked the boyfriend because she started cheating?
No,
Or backwards. Or
no,
it was just-
backwards.
Oh,
It was basically the like, I'm not getting my needs met, and I keep telling him. And because he hasn't changed his behavior, she took it personal, like, oh, then
Yeah.
I don't matter. You don't care about me then. And that's where the resentment built up.
Can I tell you something? If a man wants you, he's gonna be there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
moment when a man doesn't want you, it is clear he doesn't want you. We make it very clear.
If he wanted
very,
to,
very
he
clear.
would.
Huh?
If he wanted to, he would.
It's not even that. We'll call you for that maybe, but then you understand that this is the transaction. Because after that, I'm not calling you again.
Dang.
And if it's okay with
She
you,
just
that's
wasn't the one, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
because he.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like she should have just ended it then, not
Yeah.
drag it along and then cheat. Like that's just rude.
Yeah.
She just kept wanting and waiting for that to happen, and
Yeah.
it just never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and at least in the case of that person, I did talk to her, and I mean, she admitted it, which I will respect. She said she was too scared to leave. It was like a I'm comfortable sort of situation, and you know that's where she messed up. But you know, one thing that's interesting too is like there's actually 3 personality traits that are common to cheaters. Like if they have them, they're more likely to cheat. But it doesn't mean you're going to cheat if you have them. I don't know if that makes
Oh.
sense. Kind of like
raise your finger if.
right, right.
Ready? Pick
So
your fingers.
I mean,
Ready?
like, put it this way: like, most of the people in the NBA are over 6 feet tall. If you're 6 feet tall, that doesn't mean you're in the
Oh.
NBA, though. So if you have that trait, you're
Okay.
more likely to be in the NBA, but it doesn't mean you actually will be, right?
So what was a
Okay.
characteristic if you're 6 feet tall or if
cheaters-
you're in the NBA?
No.
I'm glad you explained that before these fingers go up, bro.
So getting to the 3 traits. The first one is if you're extroverted, that increases the likelihood that you're a cheater.
Wow, Richard. That's
okay,
one.
okay, we got one. What else?
Got one. If you are,
Does 5'11" count?
if you're.
Are you 250?
If you're under 6 feet, you're cheating. No. No, the second one is if you're emotionally not stable.
that
Oh
feeling.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then number 3.
Don't say fat. Don't say fat.
Don't-
Don't say fat. Don't say fat.
You have a
Barbon.
beard.
If you have a beard, no. No. The third one is if you actually are avoidant to conflict. Interestingly enough.
If you're avoiding
Okay,
what?
I have those 3.
Okay. You're not 6 feet
Avoidant
tall,
of conflict,
Gabby.
meaning you don't like to get into fights in the relationship.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, never mind.
We're doomed.
We're
Hey,
doing.
remember, I'm not an NBA player. What he
You're
said.
also not 6 feet. You're almost there, but not. Okay. Guess I lost
Okay.
you.
Okay. Can we go to the next one? What's the next video? I don't like
He's
this.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
Well, I wonder if any of these things have to do with the next video we're gonna watch about
let's
alpha males and masculine males.
Let me tell you what my husband told me on our second date. I'm like telling him about the alpha males that pursue me and they come after me and why aren't you doing that? And he said, I'm a masculine man. I'm not an alpha male. He said alpha males are hunters, but they're not keepers. He said, I'm a keeper. He said, but masculine men will always stand behind alpha men who are always talking and toting and bravadoing. He goes, and we'll just wait for them to run out of gas. He said, but we don't ever try to get in front of them. But we're the ones that's always there for you when you're crying. We're the ones that's always going to support you through your hard time. But we're also the ones you're always going to step over to get to the alpha male. He said, because television polarizes, displays, and honors the alpha male. He goes, and I have nothing against them. He said, but there's a whole group of beautiful men called masculine men. And we're not aggressive. And we're not bravado. That's not our personality. But we will just be there for you.
So,
Ooh.
so according to this video, alpha males run out of gas, while the masculine men will wait patiently. What is
Because they're
that?
hunters. Is this true, by the way? Because we see a lot of stuff on TikTok, and that I was watching that, and I'm gonna ask Irvin. Is that true? Is that all that?
Is that a
or is that
thing?
just a fortune cookie somebody made up with? And you know what? I'm lazy. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm an alpha male.
Well, what is the difference between the two?
Is there a thing?
Is there such thing as that?
Well, one, no, we're not built like that. Like that's more of like I think the term came more from like wolves or something. People
Yeah.
watching like the omega, the
Yeah.
beta, the alpha, all that stuff. But we're not animals, man. So no, there's no. I don't. No.
Right?
There's not. It's honestly when I see like stuff on, and that's a lot of the red pill community. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's all these guys like Andrew Tate and people just saying like you have to be masculine, you have to make a lot of money, you have to sleep with women, like really dumb masculine traits that they highlight. And I swear it's like watching like grown men act out what they think a 13-year-old thinks a man is. Like it's like the weirdest sort of like I need to sleep around, I need to be rich, I need to be like buff, I need to like
Okay, like a teen boy just learning.
literally. And and here's the sad thing though. The thing with the whole alpha male thing is it's a real need. Men don't really have good role models now at all. And so men naturally like hierarchy, and we're looking out to see if there's any good role models, and there's a need there, and these dummies are the ones that are coming in and filling it for them. And that's why they're really popular. I had an 8-year-old talk to me about Andrew Tate and like about, how women are and the alpha male. And I'm like, you're 8. What do you know?
Wow.
It's so funny because Tom Leykis was our generation.
Yeah.
Of Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And it was not
Yeah.
good.
3 dates, and if you didn't hit it, that's it. He
Quit
would quit it. 3 days, you didn't hit it, quit it. He would say, make a fake card that says you're a producer. Tell women, hey, I'm a producer. I'm gonna put you in movies. Once you sleep with them, and they don't want to be with you because they find out you're not a producer, well, they're shallow. They only slept with you because you were a producer. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that makes sense. Where do I get business cards?
That's kind of sad and scary at the same time. Like, where are these kids learning? Where are your role models? What are we teaching them?
Dad's not around. What do you mean? Who's gonna teach him?
Well, right now there's a guy that's filling that. I'll be honest, I think he's pretty good. His name is Jordan Peterson, and he's really become like the internet's dad, like because he just gives really good, solid advice on life. And one of the first things he teaches people is like get your crap together before you go out and change the world or tell people anything. Go clean your room, get your crap together before you do anything.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna listen to this guy. What's his name?
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. Okay, I'll listen to this guy. I'm very skeptical when it comes to social media, YouTube, and all these people because if I peek behind that curtain, if I take a peek behind that curtain and I see all that bullshit you're talking about, you're like, get your shit straight. I'm like, what? It's chaos back here. What are you talking about? And I really, you can take it as much as if it helps you, great. But at the end of the day, guys, it comes up to you. Like I like the other thing I saw was like nobody's come for you, nobody's coming for you, nobody's gonna rescue you, nobody's gonna save you. If you just think that way, that listen, nobody's gonna tell you you're doing this wrong. You need to tell yourself, and you realize take self accountability. That plays a bigger part because you can listen to all the health books and all that shit, but if you never do anything about it,
yeah. It reminded me of the pastor from Seventh Heaven. Remember that show? From Seventh Heaven, he was like the goody two shoe, and I would watch that show religiously every Friday, and I was like, oh my god! And then he turned out to be like this perv.
Exactly. Peek behind that curtain. That's why I don't idolize. I don't
pastor.
idolize human beings. I don't idolize people that are living, because I understand we're all human. We're all gonna make mistakes.
Well, I do. Richard Villa.
Yeah. What?
I idolize Richard Villa.
Don't you idolize me, girl. I'm gonna disappoint you getting home. You haven't seen the bathroom.
Oh darn! I have. That's the sad part.
We had chimichangas for breakfast.
Okay, next
All right.
let's move on to this video is crazy, you guys. Let's see it. It's crazy. Ready?
Burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Okay. So I don't know if this is a prank. It just goes wrong on the wedding day, right? Like, oh my god. This video submitted by Endas DNR. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to. I was like, girl.
That's technically assault, though.
Yeah.
Technically,
California, that's assault.
What do you mean technically it is?
It's assault.
I mean,
No,
on
what
both
she
ends.
did to him, though.
Yeah.
What she did to him is also assault.
Yeah, but girl, if you oh, no, hold on, no. She knew what was coming. Like she's been there.
Right.
That don't look like it was her
knew-
first time.
What?
I'm sorry.
Was she setting him up?
Huh?
Was she setting him up?
Like
No, like she's
no,
been
she's not
hit
setting him
before.
up. She's not setting him up.
It's not her first rodeo, though.
Maybe she wanted. I think maybe she wanted the world to see how he was gonna react. To see like
Yeah.
look at this guy, like embarrassment.
Yeah.
Embarrass him. 'Cause she's
At the cost of getting beat in front of all your guests.
well, she knows that. I mean, somebody's gonna hold him back. Somebody did. They're friends. His friend knew he was gonna do it. His friend like,
That's pretty bad when the friends knew how he was going to act. They were ready to.
Irvin, what do you think about this marriage? How long is it
That's
gonna
a-
last?
Hey, what's up with Bob?
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, can I tell you something? They wouldn't do well in couples therapy. I wouldn't see them.
No,
I wouldn't see them.
you wouldn't see them.
No. Well,
For safety?
well, you have a exactly for safety. Like, there's actually like a couple rules that like if a couple hits one of these, like you can't do therapy with them couples wise, and domestic violence is one of them.
So what do they do?
You basically give the woman resources and tell her like I think individual would be better for you and for him, and give him resources for him to maybe go with like a group therapy or something like that. But yeah, like couples therapy would not be good.
Wow, I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that the line you cross? That's when you go, okay, couples therapy is not going to work. Once you put your hands on the other person,
Like that level?
couples therapy doesn't work.
Yeah, especially if you can see it's like an imminent danger. Like, oh no, like one of the, and it doesn't have to be the man. Obviously, like if
Right.
if they are getting aggressive and they have a history of like physical violence. Yeah, it wouldn't work out. Because I mean, think about it. In couples therapy, we're bringing up issues on purpose to deal with them. So that's naturally going to increase tension and possible
So
fighting.
so you don't get to that point where you're
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So you're better off separating them in that case.
okay. So have you ever had that moment when you're sitting there going like, "Oh shit, this is gonna explode"? Have you ever?
Escalating?
Seen
Yeah, I actually had to do that exact thing. They came in because the wife hit the husband, and there was a history there. And so as we're doing therapy, you could just see she's like a really intense person. The guy's a chill person. And you're just like, nah, this is not going to work. So I had to separate them. And I ended up doing individual with the guy, and she ended up seeing another person. But they were not fit for couples.
You know, I'm glad you're bringing up that she hit him. Because that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That
does.
happens.
It does.
Men get hit.
Mhm.
Don't laugh.
No.
Jackie, don't laugh. Why do people laugh? The producer, everybody's laughing. Dude, don't laugh.
Well,
Men get hit. Men get
No,
hit.
yes,
No.
absolutely. Yes.
Order pizza,
Yes.
guys. Order pizza if you get hit. All right? What is the number? There's the four.
There you go. And then you there
Like
you
that,
go,
like that, guys. You can use it too.
No, it's true, Richard.
It's true.
I digress.
You know, it's happened to Richard, right? Like we're well, not
We're not
abuse.
talking about me here. I'm
You
just
hit
saying.
I gotta spill your beans, babe.
No. Why you spilling
Spill
my
'em,
beans?
spill
No.
'em.
Spill 'em.
No,
Spill 'em.
no.
No, but when you talk about it on stage,
Oh no, I talk about it. No. It was a moment where me and my ex-wife, she crossed that line. She put her hands on me, and look, I'm a big guy, and she didn't hurt me. It was the act of throwing your punches at me, and I wasn't gonna retaliate. I know the law. I was gonna go to jail. But the fact that you were okay crossing that line, that's when I knew right away. I was like, this is it. This is over. At what point is she going to stop? Right now, she's just using her bare hands, but tomorrow she's going to use something else. And it's just going to escalate. And if she already lost respect for me in this way, I can't bring this respect back. You know what I mean? That's a certain line you're not going to. He's never going to stop hitting you. You ever heard that? Leave him. Yeah, he promised he's never going to hit you, but it's bullshit. He's going to hit you again. I can hear that in my head.
Yeah.
Leave her. She's gonna hit you again. This is gonna happen again, and it's true. That's why I had to leave. I was like, I'm gone. I know this is not gonna get any better. So it happens to men, and it's not because you're scared. Is the respect that's lost. The fact that it's always gonna happen again. It's not gonna get any better. If she's willing to hit you now, she's gonna hit you later.
Yep.
Then she's gonna hit you in front of people. And that's different because now she's slapping you in front of people. Now she's hitting you in front of people because she's only going to keep crossing that line until you push back. So don't let it get to that. Once she puts her hands on you, it's not that you're a pussy or it's not that you're less of a man. Just walk away because you're only going to end up in jail.
Yeah.
where does so much aggression come from, though? Like to hate somebody that much, it's just
They don't know how to control it.
Yeah.
And she came from a world where that's how you communicated with people.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I understood that she saw, I need solutions. And by force, she would get solutions at work. She's not going to get solutions like that here. And that's the problem. It's a lot of people don't see it. And they laugh. I go, no, dude, you don't understand. My situation was she's a sheriff. This is what she does for a living. Her job is to bring guys like me down to the floor and handcuff them.
yeah.
She knows how to do that.
And with your question too, adding to what he said, one of the biggest predictors if there's going to be domestic violence is if that person grew up in a household where they saw domestic violence. That's like the number one thing to look at. That's pretty much common amongst everyone who has ever done domestic violence.
Yeah.
They grew up in a house like that. And so if they do that, if they have a drinking problem, if they're really impulsive, those are all signs like you need to be really careful because they're very likely to get to that level.
Now, before you start divorcing your husband,
Yeah.
I have all those things, and I've never put my hands
To
on
be
those
fair, yeah, these are just things that increase the likelihood. It doesn't mean they're going to, but
Yeah.
Exactly.
be wary though.
Be worried about
Yeah, we gotta be weary.
weary. So understand, like I grew up in an abusive
Yeah.
household, so it's
Yeah,
not
you
that
can always be the person to change things.
Mhm.
Be
Yeah.
the-
You know what was our biggest change? The fact that my mom took the time to explain to us that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
Like we understood how disappointed she would be on us if we ever put our hands on our wives, and she told us, "You saw what your dad did to me. I don't want to see you do that to somebody else." And that breaks our hearts as men. We're like, okay, we're never gonna do that because of her.
Yeah, she's so brave to tell you guys like straight up like that.
I mean, it's not like she can hide it. It's not.
No, but that takes a lot for somebody to tell
absolutely.
her children that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
most people would just ignore it.
Of course,
They don't say nothing.
They just
and
look
they're just
away. Yeah, don't talk
Mhm.
about it.
Like, mhm.
That's big.
Yeah,
Huge. Good job, Richard.
I didn't do it. My mom did. I want to
We're
beat her up
changing.
every day.
He does want to, but he doesn't.
He's just like submitting you.
I got you, boo. Moving on, we actually have some good questions. Pretty interesting ones. And one, I'm gonna read it to you guys. It's from a female.
Mm.
It says, I'm single, but I have lots of friendly coworkers. One in particular gets really jealous when I talk to the other guys. But just recently, I found out he has a fiancée. He said he's been with her for 8 years, and 2 of those years they've been engaged. Why does he act jealous with me when he already has a partner? We aren't messing around either. He just likes to act like I can't talk to anyone else. It's so confusing. So, what I get is like,
Ratchet.
yeah, like,
Just kidding.
they're talking, they're having a good time, and she finds out he's dating somebody. And they're all working together, but when she talks to other guys, he acts like a work boyfriend
Right.
or like a work husband,
Mhm.
but he has a fiancée.
What is that, Irvin?
what?
I've
Why
seen
are you-
this before.
Why do you do that?
That's called emotional cheating.
Mm.
Like that guy, they clearly, or at the very least, the guy. I don't know the full context, but the guy guaranteed has crossed the line, and he got emotionally attached to this person, easily.
Ugh.
Although I'll be
Oh,
honest,
ew.
it didn't come out of nowhere. I'm sure she was receptive, or at least gave something back.
Yeah,
was
but you
gonna
know
say
what?
that,
To
you
her
know?
point, she's saying she's single and looks like she didn't know about the fiancé till recently.
Right.
Now the question is she bothered by him saying
She's
that?
confused.
Confused?
why are you-
No.
Why does this
Confused
guy
is
do
if-
this? Why is this guy doing
Yes,
this?
it's even flattering.
It can be flattering.
For a woman, go,
course.
I didn't even know you noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he has a fiancée, but he's still looking at me.
Yeah.
No,
so-
but
I know that's kind of like she's flexing.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a flex. Nothing wrong with being like, but you know, it is confusing. Like, why do guys do that?
what do you mean?
And what did she do? Is she supposed to stop it? Like, she's supposed to like knock it off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or does
Actually.
he, or is he like in the wrong? Like,
No, she should ask him. Hey, does your fiance get mad when we talk?
ooh,
Yeah,
That's what she
I
should be
would.
at.
I would've
She
said
should ask
that.
him
I would've
that.
said that.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you get mad when I talk to other guys, does your fiance get mad when we talk?
I love that.
That's a great
Mm.
question to ask if you're really
Yes,
bothered by
respond
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should check him.
Ooh.
Yeah, check.
She really should.
Ask that question, girl.
Yeah, that'll stop you from being confused. And look, if he has a fiance, move on. But I don't think it's. I mean, it sounds like she has fun with other coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like she's just talking to people. She's friendly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's this guy that's like, hey, don't talk to my
But
friends.
this one's special because she made a question about him.
Yeah.
And so if she's making a question about him, she should see in that mirror that clearly he will do this to her if they ever
course.
date.
Yeah, but it's so much fun. It's worth going to work every day. Do you understand? People literally use this as entertainment to go, a ver
Yeah,
qué chisme hay
when you're
mañana. Let's see what
young
we
and
do
dumb.
tomorrow. Of course, it's what makes tomorrow exciting.
That's
It's
true.
what I get to talk to with my friends about. But
Yeah,
none
but
of-
then you're complaining you're single and you don't know why.
Híjole.
That's true.
I don't know, but all I know is that studies show now that after we had our podcast and we announced that nurses are the ones that cheat the most, a lot of nurses are out there having a hard time finding dates. And ours are out there like,
I could
what
have
the
told
hell?
you that when I worked at the
There
hospital.
is this
Ay.
trend now that nope, NR, run away.
Or
No
firefighters.
run.
Or
Not all
firefighters.
nurses.
Firefighters.
They're pretty bad.
Overtime.
Firefighters and nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody I think that works overtime. Anybody that has a lot of overtime. I think those are the potential for cheating.
Don't you work overtime?
No?
Uh-huh.
No.
He gives courses on this.
Okay.
Rocio.
Yes,
true.
That overtime.
That's true.
Plus, you can check on me. I already know.
You do all
Apple
the
told me.
sexual harassment.
Apple told me you've been
Did
checking
it
on me.
really?
No.
'Cause it's
not yet.
lying.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet,
Not
but it's
yet.
good.
Because it's lying. Have you done the update?
No.
Okay.
It's like for that reason.
Ooh,
32 times check.
she looked at me. Wow. Well, here's another one from, let's see. Here it goes. I'm just going to read it to you guys. My daughter and her husband have been living with us for about a year. We figured we would help them save a little money so they can get their own place. They recently moved out because they said we were charging them too high in rent, and so they went to live with his parents. They would pay less there. Now they share a bathroom with others too. My question is, did I do a good job as a father? Who are raising these men? If they decide to come back, do I take them back in?
Ooh.
No,
No.
I'm joking.
No. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, this goes back to what we were talking about, like being a father, right? Being there. I mean, he's straight up asking, like, is he doing a good job as a dad?
What's the guy's name that
Because-
you said that the good as
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan
Oh.
Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. He's watching Jordan Peterson's videos right now. That guy.
Or the take guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Jordan
my
Peterson
God.
video. Come on, dude. Get out of here. How can I say this? You know that saying, you give somebody once something, they appreciate it. You give them twice, and after a while they get used to it, and then they kind of
Yeah.
expect it. That's what's happened with your kid.
Yeah.
He didn't understand what he had. He
Mhm.
messed up, and now he's living in a worse situation just because, you understand, he didn't know what he had.
Mhm.
That's always the case. Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Well, because it looks like it's his daughter that's
Right.
with
Or-
with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend's like, we don't want to pay this much rent. We're gonna go live with my dad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But still, he's gaining the benefits of living there at his father-in-law's. That's
Yeah,
either
but
way.
he'd rather pay less and have less.
Yeah, but he thinks he deserves that.
Mhm.
You understand? People that think that
Yeah.
way, they think they deserve. You don't deserve shit. You think you deserve to get discounts? You deserve to get what do you call it? Free room and board. You deserve all this. That's the problem. When people know that they need to work for it, they appreciate anything you can give them.
Yeah.
A person that knows how to earn what he has, they appreciate what they have because they earned it. The problem with this is they already got everything handed to them. You can't helicopter a kid all his life and then expect him to be a man. You never put any adversity in front of them. Right now, they expect you to help me. It is your job. You're my mom. You're my dad. And I'm not. You're an adult. Go earn it. But I never taught you how to do that.
Oh.
I mean,
Gabby, you had a question or a thought?
Well, no, I was gonna agree with Richard because I feel like we have the same background and like we had to work for what we have
Mhm.
now, and so like we appreciate that and we understand that. But this person who's making this comment, I guess, like I feel like his daughter maybe doesn't have that upbringing. She got given everything
Sounds like he's given her
because
everything.
as a woman too, you push your partner to be better, right? So like when we got married, we lived with your mom's house, but then I was like, we got to get out. Like we need our own
Mhm.
space. We just need to be in our own
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
And we did. We worked for it. And like it was a small space
Mhm.
and we did it until we were able to get into a bigger space. So it's like you also have to push your man
Mhm.
to not be dumb and be like, oh, let's leave because
Yeah.
we were paying this and this and that. It's like, right, but let's be smart on the decisions that we're making, because
Yeah.
you know.
it's funny because people ask me, when did you leave home? At 18. And I couldn't wait. I
Yeah.
couldn't wait. As soon as I was able to leave my house, I left. And it's weird because in the past, everybody at 18, everybody knew, hey, get your shit straight. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Why? Because my parents never made it easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard living there. And if it's going to be hard living there and it's going to be hard living somewhere else, I'd rather live somewhere else. At least
Right.
have peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I already came from hard. I can deal with hard.
Yeah.
You understand? People don't deal with hard anymore. There's no adversity. I was fearing for my health. I was like, I don't want to die here. I want to get out of here.
I'm gonna get E. coli.
Yeah.
I mean, you're extreme. Your situation is extreme. I get it. But yeah, I think we do need to like create those adversities and not always say yes. I'm one of those. And you tell me all the time I'm a yes mom.
Yes, you are.
I am a yes
And-
mom.
and it's a
And
perfect.
I'm trying.
Yes.
But it's hard. And Richard just looked at me the eye.
But Oli is not.
You're
I've-
welcome. You're welcome.
Richard,
No,
yeah.
you're welcome.
I was about
That's
to give you.
No, I know. But you're welcome.
I was about to applaud you. Because I hang out with her. I've
Yeah.
been able to
Yeah.
be with her. She's so not that kid who's like, oh, okay, I want this, I want that, or slap. Yeah,
Better
no.
not.
She's great. So
She better not, huh?
there's a good balance here.
Yeah.
Well, we try, but that's
Richard
because we
takes all
give
the
them, we give her the adversity. But that's so important, I think, especially as they get older, and letting them know that, like, okay, you want something, give me some of your money.
Yeah.
Your money.
Yeah.
But you have some. I know I do, but
It's my
this
money.
is for you.
Yeah.
Let's you work so that they know what it costs, and then they take care of their things more. They don't just like throw things around or expect it to be there.
Think about it. If you start charging your kid
Mm.
money to live with you, and you're transparent to how much really you're spending monthly, weekly, you're just educating, prepping them to understand, when I get out there in the real world, this is what life really looks like. This is what my parents really make.
Mhm.
This is how much they really spend. Now,
Mhm.
I need to contribute to that. Why? Because you need to be a part of this family. Now, you don't like it and it's too much for money that you're spending here, you can do that over there by yourself.
Mhm.
Now go. But at least you know how much it's going to cost you. And that way, if you want your kids out of your house, charge them. Start charging them. Start incrementing that amount every single year. And if they're going to get a job, sure, get a job. I don't care. If not, you're going to go to school. I get some parents who said, I just want him to study. That's fine. But understand that when he gets out in the real world, you did everything for him. He never had to have a job. He never had to. You got to interact with your employees. You got to interact with other employees. They have to see adversity. They have to see their paycheck. They have to see how much they took in taxes. They need to see all that. And they need to set up budgets, and they need to know I'm responsible for this much, and we can't have cable if you're not paying for it.
Yeah.
Like they have to start developing those skills. Those are real life skills.
Oli pays for Hulu account.
Yeah, Oli's 10, and she pays for the Hulu account.
She pays for her allowance.
You know what I mean?
'Cause
No,
she
it's a
wanted
good
to
thing.
see the Gumball show.
Oh, I love that
that's
show.
a funny show.
Yeah, she really wanted to see that. I said,
For her.
well, you're the only one watching Hulu, so you want to pay for it. You got to give me $10 a month, girl.
That's it.
Dang, it's $10.
It's $10 now.
Sorry,
Sounds like
it is what it is.
And that's
It is.
that's 1 week of her allowance.
She spends
Dang,
1
really?
week of her
She's
allowance.
down.
Oh, good for
I'll
her
give her
though.
$10 right now.
And she's
What?
down.
Don't. We
Hey.
just taught her adversity. We
Enable
don't want
her
that
right
Gabby
here.
fucking
Yeah,
knows me out.
look, it says
Yeah,
here right
Gabby's
there.
an enabler right there.
I can
Something
do
goes
that.
wrong, I'm going to blame you,
It's an
girl.
ant.
Yeah. All right, te la voy a mandar, when she doesn't want to leave the house. Go to Tia Gabby's house.
I'm a charger.
Listen, talking about tias and tios and mothers and fathers during Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving week, you guys. Woo! And although it might be some fun for some of us, for some of us, it's not. And I got a question
Yes.
for this week, and it says, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving dinner at my mom's. She drinks too much and starts getting really flirty with everyone, including my husband and in front of my dad. She doesn't really mean anything by it, but it makes everyone uncomfortable, and it's embarrassing. We always end up getting in a horrible fight. It's just not the way I want my kids to keep remembering holidays at my parents' house. If we don't go, that'll be an argument too the next time we go over. What do I do? How do I set a boundary without hurting people's feelings? Is that possible?
Your ma a hoe.
Easy.
Your ma a hoe. That's what she is. She a hoe.
is A thought.
Nice. They're not gonna write to us anymore.
I'm sorry, but
Oh.
she needs to know. Your ma a hoe.
Listen.
No, go ahead, Gabby. You were gonna say
No, no.
that?
I was saying, I was concurring. I was like, she
Gabby,
a thought.
Gabby the pro over here. Oh, Gabby,
Yeah.
¿qué querías decir?
Well, no, it's easy. I'm not coming.
But it's
But
going to
when she
create
does
another
see them,
fight.
there's
It's
gonna be
create-
another fight.
I don't hear a phone. I put on this do not disturb. Just don't do it.
Block.
Okay. I don't see that being very healthy.
No, Gabby.
So healthy.
We can turn around now, but Irvin,
Irvin,
what
how's
should
that?
we do? What should
Look,
we do? Because this
I-
is family.
Yes, I think as a first step, do the boundary if you can. Address the behavior that you don't like, especially if it's inappropriate in front of the kids. But if you see that she's not changing it, or she's resisting, or she's fighting you back on it, that should tell you a lot too.
Yeah.
If you see that she's not willing to cooperate with you, why are you going? You know, I have a rule that I've always told Gabby that I like, and I tell all my couples: don't allow people to do things that make you dislike them. Right? So if you have someone like your mom basically being flirty or inappropriate, and you don't address it and you keep allowing it in your life, you're only going to build anger, resentment towards her. And that's not helpful either. So what I tell people is either you have the fight now or you have a worse one later.
Oh, that's smart.
You know? And so when she said, "Oh, but if I don't go, we're going to have a fight." You're going to have a fight regardless.
Yeah.
But choose which one's more effective. You're better off doing it now, getting uncomfortable. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is when you set boundaries, people fight you on it. People like balance. They like what the status quo is. The moment you start changing it and start adding chaos, at least in their eyes, they're going to fight you on it. So, yeah, either way, there's going to be a fight.
What arguments could she have to bring to the table to go, no, I don't show my breasts to everybody. No, I don't
I don't get
touch
frisky.
people's crotches. No, I don't, because that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Because you understand it's easier said than done. You're saying talk to them, but you know there's going to be a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of, no, I don't. How do you hardly even drink? Oh, my God, you're being exaggerating. All that stuff. So how do you make somebody understand that, no, you're really that person?
Yeah.
Because they're going to argue with you. So what's the next step? They're obviously not going to just give in and say, you're right. I never thought about it that way. I should stop. doing
Right,
that."
right, right.
Well, here's the thing. You can't control other people's behaviors or beliefs, right? All you can do, and what I usually try to tell people is your job is to present the message clearly so that they understand. At that point, you have to see how they react to you. If they're willing to work with you, great. If they're not, again, that tells you a lot what kind of person they are. They don't want to change. And what are you going to do about that? But yeah, you can't change people's opinions. And I usually try to tell people, don't make that your goal to change their mind. Make your goal to present as clearly as possible. And then from there, you can make a decision. But if she goes with the expectation, I'm going to change my mom's mind and she's not going to act that way, and then mom fights her on it and it goes bad, now she's going to be resentful because, oh, I spoke up, I said something, and look at her, she's still acting bad.
I think that's smart. I think the fact that you do it before you go and you set those boundaries and you set certain expectations gives you the permission to leave now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to stoop to your level. I think if you set up, hey, mom, I'm going to Thanksgiving. You need, I hope you don't drink because this is the problems that it causes, blah, blah. And I want you to know that if you do cross these boundaries that I'm setting for you, I'm just going to walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with it on Thanksgiving. Yeah. And prep your family, too, the kids, everybody, because then they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Because I don't know her situation because it's tough. Now, why do we have to go? Like,
Oh, they're playing with their cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, so just let them know as soon as we see grandma. See, we gotta
Am
go.
I gyrating on the
bottle of
husband?
tequila.
Mom, grandma's nose is red again. Oh, let's go.
Whoa. I don't think that's drinking.
No, you know what? Richard perfectly said. Like, that's what you do. And like you said, it gives you a way out in a way that's not like you're causing a problem.
You're not the monster here.
You're not the monster. You already set the expectation. And when they cross the line, you got permission to leave.
Now,
And
what are those expectations? Whatever you set that to
Yeah.
be for you, whatever boundaries you set for you, not whatever it's going to make everybody comfortable. Because maybe all of them can live with it, but you won't.
It's just you.
You understand? Because you're going to be the unreasonable one in the group. Do you understand? When you're going to try to leave, everybody's going to say, come on, stop being silly. She's not that bad. She's not this. She's not that. I already set my boundaries. I got it. Guys, I'm not asking you to do this. But you got to be strong enough to walk away and let them know this behavior is not okay. Sorry. Not sorry. And if nobody wants to follow you, it's okay. They don't have to follow you as long as you can live with what you just set up. It's harder if you stay, because the whole night you're going to be hating it and regretting the fact that you stayed.
The whole day. You're going to be preparing to it,
Yeah.
and you're just going to be like, oh, I have to go.
Yeah.
Sucks living that way.
Ooh.
Things that we should never bring up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's
Now
what I
since
wanna
we're on
talk
this, since we're already on this, let's.
When are you going to get married?
When are you going to have a kid?
When are you going to have
God.
a kid?
The kid question. You know, I'm just brutal now.
You know how many people are coming out on Thanksgiving? Like we should have, like, how many people are announcing things on Thanksgiving? Because that's when the family gets together.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. People don't even like each other
Huh?
at Thanksgiving. Because everybody's stressed out. Everybody's like, oh my God, I have to do
there's a
this.
vibe, right? There's like a vibe.
Everybody's so thankful. What would you confess?
Confessional.
Yeah. On Thanksgiving, what would you tell the whole family?
Something.
I'm on Ozempic. I can't eat this.
You're not
whole
eating
dinner.
my food.
I can't eat all
We're
of
getting
it.
a divorce.
Oh no! Oh, don't do that, you
Yeah, please don't.
guys.
And if they do, Weber,
just see movies.
Weber, don't
Okay.
forget, talk to us before you.
Yeah,
Rubber
right.
counseling.
I know, like in the movies that they're always getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Don't announce it during Thanksgiving or Christmas
No, ever.
I know, right? That's the worst time to bring it up.
or on somebody's birthday.
Yeah, just change your status on Facebook. Well, no.
Yeah, and then if you change your status, can you tell us why?
Yeah,
Take them
yeah.
off of your
Put
Instagram.
some Jenny
profile.
Rivera quotes on, and we'll know what's going on.
Just tell us why. Tell us the story. Don't just say we got separated. Why? I want the whole chisme. Come on.
Si me caigo por pendeja, si me levantas por cabrona. Oh, we know.
That's a good one. One more time. No, we're kidding.
Can you translate that in English, please?
If I fall, it's because I'm stupid. If I get up, it's because I'm a tough bitch.
Used to. That's a good one,
I'm
though.
quoting that now.
I like that.
That's a new T-shirt, by the way.
Yes.
There you go. It's coming soon, guys.
Merch.
What do you not bring to a holiday party?
Ooh,
Your third person.
your drug dealer. Please do not bring your drug dealer to Thanksgiving.
Wait a minute. No.
Oh,
Don't
my
put
God.
shrooms in the food.
Oh, my
No,
God.
no,
Or do. don't know.
Mood.
Makes everybody happy.
I know. Your
I think-
ex-wife? I don't know.
Ooh, your ex-wife.
Dude, actually, can I tell you something real quick
What?
about that? I'm convinced after our conversation that's a white people thing.
What?
What?
To bring your ex-spouse.
Oh, totally.
right?
right?
Yeah.
Isn't
My
that
What? Did I
God,
miss
bro?
something?
I recently spoke with
With
a
like their
person-
husband or new husband or new
Yeah,
like.
well, that's what I'm saying.
that's
It's
so
the
weird.
strangest thing to me that I only see whenever I work with Caucasian clients
Oh my
Caucasian.
from the Caucasus Mountains. Dude,
Yes.
I don't know why.
You
It's
know-
a cultural thing. I even told them.
It's like,
By the
Bob
way,
is coming.
Can I asked this person, can you tell me the truth here? Like, is that like a white people thing? Because I don't understand. And he looked at me so confused, like, you guys don't do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
No. And this excuse, we do it for the kids? No, that's confusing for the kids too.
No, a friend of mine went on a vacation with her white friend,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And her white friend brought her ex-husband and his new wife.
Mhm.
Yes.
And like my friend's Asian, and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" She told her friend like, "What's wrong with you? Why did you do that?" And she's like, You're messing with him, aren't you?" Like she was like convinced that they were messing around still, my friend, and she's the other friend was like, "No." But my friend was like, "Nah, that's weird. You don't do that." Like in our culture, and then she's Asian, right? She's like, "We don't do that. Like you don't bring sand
Yeah.
to where you're you don't do that. Like, why are you bringing their ex with their new wife? Oh, because they're kids, and that's the excuse that they gave. Oh, because the kids want to go on vacation and they want their dad to be there.
Then get 2 vacations.
Then let them go on their
For
vacation.
real.
No. I
Yeah.
don't know. Is that, are we wrong here?
Weird.
Is it a cultural
Like,
thing?
let's
It's a
do
culture thing.
together birthdays. It's like,
Oh,
no,
no.
you have your birthday.
Mm-mm.
Listen, if you're
No.
listening
I'm
to
the
this
better
podcast
parent.
and you're upset at what we're saying and you're a white person, please clarify this. We don't need to
Yeah, let
upset
us
you.
know
Why?
why.
We just want to get down to the nitty gritty
wanna-
of why you need your ex-husband around in
Or
front
wife.
of your new
Or
husband.
ex-wife. We want to understand.
Yeah, we're curious. That's it.
Are you guys still messing around?
Ooh. Is that, are you,
That's weird, bro. Don't do it.
Are you,
or are you showing your new husband, hey, look what happened to that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Talk to him.
yeah, I don't,
Or is it just a flex? Like,
Is it a flex?
look,
Yeah.
I upgraded.
Do you think they say, "Oh no, we're mature enough to be okay with it"? You know, it's not
course.
mature enough.
about
If
that.
I didn't want to be married with you, that's why we got divorced
wanna
because I
hang
didn't
out.
like you. Why do I need you now on my vacation? How do you bring the person you didn't like? I mean, to the point, if you say for the kids, you stay for the kids. You don't bring them after you
Yeah.
got divorced for the kids. Why didn't you do that for the kids in the beginning?
Until they're 18, right?
Yeah.
At
Yeah, 'cause
Stay together for the kids.
Yeah, because if you're gonna bring your like new person around, I'm gonna just talk smack. I'll be like, is he cheating on you too?
Yeah.
Is it still small?
No, dude, and you start snitching on each other. Oh no, he does this, he does that. Why are you telling her this?
When we were together, he used to cook so good. He doesn't do that anymore, huh? He doesn't. He must not like you.
See, you don't need that in your
So
life.
weird.
It's weird, dude.
That's weird.
White people think.
Anyways, let's wrap it up. Any
Okay,
closing
wrap it up.
thoughts?
Any thoughts? Anything? Any advice you want to give them? Any marital advice? Any family?
Don't
advice
bring
with
the ex.
kids? Uh,
Marital advice. I kind of want to go back on that thing I said about the rule. Like, don't allow people to do things that make you dislike them. If your spouse does something that causes you issues where you find yourself disliking them or even resenting them, if you actually care about protecting that marriage or that relationship, speak up. Speak up and let them know, like, you know, if all their friends are girls or something, right, and they're a guy, or they go out drinking and they come back at like 3 a.m. Like, if these are things that really bother you, that's causing issues in the relationship, speak up. Protect it by actually addressing it. Yeah, you're going to have a fight now, but again, you're better off with the fight now productively versus you waiting until you get so resentful you blow up on the person. So that's the one thing I would tell a lot of people. And I'll be honest, the reason I say that is because most of the time when people come to couples counseling, it's because of that. They've been holding something in that the other person has done.
that's great advice. What if she does that or he does that and they still don't care? See, it's
That's-
easy to
right.
give directions, but I want to know, once I do this, is that the magic pill?
Well, question as well. Because I'll be honest, most of the time when people aren't changing, I'll be honest with you, it's the guys. They're really not changing behavior. Like if a wife says, "Why don't you do this or do that?" one of the things I will say, especially it's easier with the therapist, but why aren't they changing? If you're actually like curious and your guy's not changing his behavior, find out why. I'll be honest, because I get a chance to talk to the husbands or boyfriends, and I ask them, why aren't you changing this? And when I get to really hear their real thoughts, it's, I don't see it as a problem. I don't see it as a problem. Okay, so what? I don't take out the trash, or so what? I have a bunch of friends that are girls, or whatever the case is. Ask them why, and don't fight them on it. Just understand because people do things always for a reason. There's always a reason, and if they're not changing, there's a reason. With guys, my experience has told me they usually don't see it as a problem.
Yeah, and that's what you as a person or as a girl you're gonna face when you start telling this boyfriend or husband, hey, these are the things that bother me. They're not gonna look at it as a problem. That's when you're gonna have pushback, and when you do get that pushback, don't get frustrated. Just understand. Okay, I understand what he's going through. He doesn't see this as a problem. Ask that question. You don't think this is a problem, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you don't see this as a problem, but this is why I think this is a problem for me. This reason, and this reason. I know you don't see it as a problem because it's easy for you. You're not the one. You're not the one. Waiting till 3 a.m. for you to show up drunk as hell, making all this noise, waking up the kids. Does that make sense? What's the problem? I'm not hurting nobody. I didn't wake you up. You wake everybody up, or you spend this much money.
Yeah.
That's a big problem. This is why this is a problem for me.
Yeah.
Or you having all these girls that are friends. That's why this is a problem for me. Because this is happening. These boundaries are being crossed that we established a long time ago when you agreed on it. But have a solid answer. It's because I think men they're logical. Okay, well, prove it to me.
Yeah.
And you got to come in with that argument with all your facts straight like a lawyer, ready to go. Like, once he says this, I'm going to throw him with this. Once you got us 3 or 4 times, we'll stop asking, yeah, you're right. It's too hard for me to keep up. It's true. Don't bring up old shit. Bring up the current event, because once you bring up old stuff to defend your argument, that's when we get you and go, see, I'm checked out.
Yep.
You brought something old. I'm thinking if you bring all your arguments to the table, almost predict that he is not going to see this as a problem, then you would put those issues out on the table. See, because we give advice, but we don't tell them what's going to happen after we give that advice. Does that make sense? I want them to understand it's not going to be that easy. This is not as easy as it seems. Oh, I'm going to talk to my reasonable husband, and he's going to just understand what I just said. No, he's not.
If I could say one last thing, too, in the approach, right? I've never, ever heard any of the husbands or boyfriends I've ever worked with, she really convinced me when she criticized me. Like, that really did it.
Yeah, when she started nagging at me, that's when I was like, that's it. When she was criticizing me.
I know it's the 1,000th time you've told this person that, but you got to try a different approach. And I can promise you, criticizing and judging them on their behavior does not work. Men, we turn into cats. Like, you can, like, hit them, or you can do whatever. Like, cats don't do very well with that. Treat them like a dog. Give them a treat. Give them positive reinforcement. Guys are way more likely to change with positive reinforcement than criticism.
So a TikTok that I was watching, guy says he shaves every day. He hates shaving because his girlfriend kept, I hate your stubble. Oh, I hate it. You should shave. And he kept shaving. He hated her for asking him to shave every day, right? He met a new girl. And she came out and said, oh, my God, you're so sexy when you're shaving. Oh, I love your skin. Like, he shaved every day, and he loved it. The fact that she made it a positive thing instead of nagging him every day to shave changed his perspective on shaving. He shaved now because he knew he was going to get that reward of, ooh, look how smooth that is. Oh, I love it. So sexy. That's it. Right away, just switch. The same action of shaving every day. He enjoys it now because he knows that he's going to get a reward instead of a nag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you get more with honey than with a stick.
Definitely with men. Definitely with men.
That's true.
Anything else? Any other closing thoughts?
No, but I've definitely used that before on Richard.
You have?
Yeah.
See, and I didn't even notice.
It works.
It does.
It does.
Well, I haven't shaved.
If I say something slightly negative to Richard, like I can already hear his tone, like. But if I'm just like, hey, that sweater, you wear it a lot. It's really nice. I got you a new one. And he's like, what? I got another jacket? He has like 30 jackets.
There's nothing wrong with jackets. Some people have drug habits. I have jacket habit.
He does have a jacket habit.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for Humor and Healing. Thank you very much for listening. Listen, don't forget to subscribe and share with all your friends. I have shows coming up, so go to richardvilla.com or at richardcomedy. You can see all those shows. We have a big one on the 13 in Spanish, so lo vamos a hacer totalmente en español. And stay tuned because we have big plans for this show coming up next year. We're really going to be pushing the podcast, and we're going to want to bring this on stage live. So get ready for that. We'll be announcing new tour dates coming up next year. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.
Peace.
One of our sponsors that provides us this beautiful home where we can bring you all this information is Fairway Staffing. They allow us to come to the studio and provide you with this kind of content. So please support them if you are looking for any workforce, any employees, for companies, fundraisers, whatever event you have, you need manpower, they can help you. Fairway Staffing at fairwaystaffing.com. Clovis Realty, thank you very much for sponsoring this show. Listen, sometimes it works out, so you're going to have to sell this home. Why not go to them? You're in good hands. What if it does work out and you want to buy a home? Go with them. So thank you very much for sponsoring this show. We'll leave the email. You can contact Ignacio. Tell him I sent you.
I'd like to thank the sponsors of this podcast, one of them being Weber Counseling Services. It's actually somewhere that I work. If you need any sort of mental health needs from family therapy, couples counseling, individual, or any trauma work, we are the clinic for you. We have several qualified therapists there, me included. And one of the things that I really want to specify is that we do EMDR. It's therapy used for trauma work. So if there's something that you have a hard time getting past, that's something that I really highly recommend.